That's that. I want to jump to our financial tip of the day and something a little bit different. I want to talk about this because it's something that's prevalent, that's taking place right now. Technology is advancing, and that is basically understanding identity theft and securing like your whole entire digital life. Because right now, we live in an era that's dominated by digital connectivity. We're on the internet, we're on computers, things of that nature. But the threat of our identity theft looms larger than it ever has before. I know identity theft occurs when unauthorized individuals access and use someone else's personal information for fraudulent purposes. Okay, often resulting in financial loss, damaged credit, and emotional distress. So we want to make sure we stay on top of that. But what exactly is identity theft? Identity theft can take various forms, from financial fraud, where attackers use stolen information to make unauthorized purchases, to more complex cases involving the creation of false identities. Cyber criminals out there, they employ a range of tactics, including phishing, data breaches, and social engineering to obtain sensitive information like social security numbers, credit card details, or even just your login credentials to get access to your personal information. Some of the common types of identity theft include financial identity theft, which you might be familiar with, but I see it all the time. And that's the unauthorized use of financial information for monetary gain. There's also criminal identity theft. This committing crimes using someone else's identity. Somebody gets pulled over, instead of giving, their driver's license information, they give their brother's driver's license information, or something like that. But medical identity theft is something huge as well, where people are using stolen information to receive medical services or prescriptions. So therefore, you wind up with a collection bill or collection notices, unbeknownst to you. There's also a child identity theft, where thieves are out there manipulating the child's identity for fraudulent activities. More common one is synthetic identity theft. They take the child's social security number, but they match it up with somebody else's name, build new credit files and things of that nature. They call that synthetic identity theft. But the impact of identity theft is huge, because the consequence of identity theft extends beyond just financial losses, because victims often endure emotional distress, damage to their credit scores, and the painstaking process of trying to restore their identity. So resolving identity theft can be a time-consuming, and it can also be challenging, involving like legal processes, credit reporting disputes, and the need for expert assistance. So when it comes to securing your digital life, identity protection measures, you want to make sure you protect your identity. And of course, it's not going to be a passive task. It's going to require active measures and awareness. You want to consider the following strategies to fortify your digital life against identity theft. You want credit monitoring. You want to utilize services like Identity IQ. There's a whole bunch of them out there for real-time credit monitoring, to receive alerts for any suspicious activity. You want to make sure that you use strong passwords. Create a complex, unique password for each online account, and consider using a reliable password manager, because you don't want to use the same password for every single account that you have. I know a lot of people do that, but you don't want to do that, because once the thieves are able to figure out your password, they can get access to everything using the same password. Be sure that you just skip over, but actually set the two-factor authentication. I know the pop-ups come up sometimes, and sometimes you just skip. You want to make sure you go ahead and enable that, because whenever possible, to add an extra layer of security to your account. You want regular updates. You want to keep your software, antivirus programs and devices up to date, to patch vulnerabilities, because again, these are getting more, they're getting smarter and smarter. So what worked last year might not work this year. So keep this stuff up to date. Secure your Wi-Fi network. Use strong, unique passwords for your Wi-Fi network to prevent unauthorized access. And again, you want to make sure you shred sensitive documents. Dispose of physical documents that contain personal information through some form of secure shredding. You also want to limit your social media exposure. Be mindful of the information that's shared on social media, as it can be used for social engineering attacks. That's something that's used. A lot of times, for all of our business out there online, we want to make sure we limit that exposure, so they can't do any kind of reverse engineering. Identity protection services. Invest in reputable identity protection services that offer comprehensive monitoring and assistance in case of the security breach. You want to make sure you have something in place. And again, you want to make sure you do regular checkups. Periodically review your financial statements, your credit report, and online accounts for any discrepancies. So in conclusion of today, make sure, understanding the threat of identity theft and actively adopting protective measures are essential in this digital age. So by staying vigilant and leveraging advanced identity protection services, individuals can significantly reduce the risk of falling victim to identity theft and enjoy a more secure online existence out there, folks. So that's what I want to share with you all today. I hope you ever get something from it. This is something that's important because I see more and more of it when it happens to people's accounts. People get access to information. They ask for personal information and people just giving it up. Do not give out your personal information. You don't want nobody have access to your account.